Hey Gemini, this is Natalie from Inspired Alignment. I'm coming on today to do your reading for June 2019. So please check your sun, moon, and rising sign so that you can get more of a complete picture of your particular situation. Also, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with Geminis for June 2019. Okay, what messages do Geminis need to know most for the month of June 2019. Messages for the sign of Gemini for June 2019. Okay, we have choice, perception, the child, and then underneath the deck we have masculine and feminine, the 5 of fire, the 2 of air, and the 10 of water. Okay, so what I see here for Geminis for June, I am feeling like a little bit of kind of like some conflict energy, but it feels more of like an inner conflict, like you are facing some kind of like decision or choices that you need to make, and you're kind of facing some internal conflict over these things that you're having to do. I do think that it's like reflecting onto your like outer reality, but I think that the conflict is stemming from something within yourself. You may have a particular choice that you have to make in a situation, and you're kind of going back and forth about it within your head, which is typical of air signs and of Geminis in particular. Kind of like battling that duality or like those two twins, and really kind of being up in your head about it. Because I see here with the perception card that two different messages. One is that your perception could be constantly changing, because of that duality or that twin aspect within yourself. Like, one minute you're seeing things one way and the next minute you see it a different way, and so it's kind of creating this battle within yourself. And then the other message I have is that you are having more of a negative perception about something going on within your life. It could be a choice that needs to be made. It could be a choice that was already made. But it's almost like I'm getting like this pessimistic type of an energy. And this is kind of saying to change the perception of that. To try and look at it from another point of view or another way. With the child here, I feel like for some of you guys that this could be a choice that has to be made involving a child or a pregnancy. And others of you, I feel like this is more like a new beginning, like a new direction, or like I'm feeling like a complete shift or change in direction from maybe where you were prior, and that could be like what this battle is that you're having within yourself, is like, it's like, I'm getting like, that you have to kind of like have this new beginning or start something new or do something different, but you're like almost like stuck and not pushing forward because you're like stuck in your head. It's like you're staying stagnant in the situation and not moving forward into this new beginning. And I feel like this new beginning is coming regardless. But I'm feeling like, depending on, how long you stay up in your head or how long you kind of try and stay stagnant or stuck in a situation, I feel like the universe is going to come in and create this for you either way. So it's almost like you can do it the easy way or you can do it the hard way, is kind of what I'm getting a sense of here. And then again, I have like this big sense of like this duality, these like two sides. So with the masculine and feminine, so I'm getting more of like this, the logical part of yourself, the logical part of yourself versus like the emotional part of yourself, your intuition versus your ego. I feel like there's like a battle here, which is a lot of like what this Five of Fire is also about. Within the card, there's two people here too. So I just feel like I don't feel like it's necessarily people outside of yourself. I really am getting a sense of this being within yourself. You're battling like two sides of yourself right now. You need to kind of like find the balance here, find like the middle ground, balance your energy. And I think that like once you are able to kind of find like this middle ground, you are going to be able to experience more fulfillment within yourself and within like your outer reality. But I feel like so far what I'm seeing here is that you're really kind of having to like battle these two sides of yourself and needing to find the balance here with these two sides so that you can push forward and experience more fulfillment within your life. So I'm going to go ahead and clarify some of this and see what other information we can get for Geminis for June 2019. What else do Geminis need to know about the messages that have already been given? What other messages do we have for Geminis for June? Yeah, I'm feeling like you have to kind of have the strength to let go of something or to remove yourself from being like stuck in a situation. Like you're afraid to like move, you're afraid to like move forward, or you're afraid to like let go of something that you're holding on to tightly. Okay, so let's see what this choice card is about for Geminis. What do Geminis need to know about the choice? Okay, again, this Five of Wands, this battle. It's a tug of war. You're battling within yourself about a decision or a choice that has to be made. Maybe even a decision or a choice that was already made. But it's something that has created like an internal conflict for you. Okay, so what is this perception card about for Geminis? What do Geminis need to know about the perception? Okay, the Devil. Yeah. Again, I'm picking up kind of like a darker energy from the perception card. I feel like there definitely is like a choice or a decision that needs to be made. There's like a new path that needs to be taken, but there's a lot of holding on to negative thought patterns, holding on to things that don't belong in your life anymore, things that are like toxic that you need to let go of, because in order to move into this new direction, some of these things can't go with you. Especially if it's something that's toxic, like addiction or just negative thought patterns. And I feel like you kind of have this really negative outlook on it. Like it's almost like you feel like it's not going to work out, or you're having a lot of fear. And this is definitely saying that you need to change your perception of how you are looking at the situation. Like kind of get out of the mind, get out of this like battle that you're having and try to look at it from a higher perspective or from a more optimistic perspective. Okay, what is this child card about for Geminis? What is this child card about? Okay, we have the Ten of Wands. So yeah, again, whether this is an actual child, the decision to have a child or start a family, or just like a new beginning or a new start that you are kind of being pushed into, you're feeling like this is a heavy burden. Like it's something like you're feeling like you're not going to be able to do it. Like I really feel like you're mentally kind of talking yourself into believing that something is impossible here. When really it's not, and really I'm kind of like being shown that there's going to be a new beginning and there's going to be some changes regardless. And the more that you fight against what is trying to happen, the more difficult it's going to be for you. Yeah, there definitely needs to be some movement and action forward here. Okay, so what do Geminis need to know about the masculine and feminine? What is this masculine and feminine about for Gemini? Okay, the Ten of Swords. So there may be like a relationship that needs to end or has recently ended that is kind of playing a part in why you're feeling the way that you're feeling. This could be with another air sign, so another Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling like for some of you guys, there was an ending. And that's kind of created you to really be in this state of like not knowing what you're doing. Or just having like a very like pessimistic outlook on things. And then for others of you, I feel like there needs to be an ending. And that you're holding on to something that is actually not really good for you. And I'm also getting that I'm feeling like this is saying, to follow your instincts, to feel that intuition and, that inner knowing of what it is that you're supposed to do. Find ways to like turn the mind off and listen to the body. Listen to the emotional self, the intuitive part of yourself. If you're really like conflicted on like what choice or decision to make here, I'm really feeling like that you need to turn the mind off. It's interesting, I just noticed that the swords are not, usually in the Ten of Swords, the swords are like inserted into the person's back, like they've been stabbed. Here I'm seeing that the swords are above the person, but they're not actually this person has not actually been stabbed with any of the swords. So for some of you guys, I feel like if there was like an ending, or if somebody felt betrayed in some way, I'm getting a sense that maybe they were not betrayed in the way that they thought they were. And maybe this is you. Like maybe you thought you were betrayed, or someone you're dealing with believes that there was some kind of a betrayal, like somebody was stabbed in the back. But I'm feeling like a lot of this is mental, and maybe somebody was not really betrayed in the way that they thought that they were. Okay, so let's see what this Five of Fire is about for Gemini. What does Gemini need to know about the Five of Fire? Okay, the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, again, I'm like picking up this like energy of like a lot of conflict within just yourself, like not so much with people outside of yourself. There may be some like decisions and choices and relationships going on in your life, but I really feel like this is definitely something internally that you're having to deal with. Like it's like some choices that you need to make within yourself. And then once you're able to do that and kind of calm down this inner conflict, it will become so much easier for you to move forward and do those things in your actual reality. For some of you guys, I feel like this has something to do with like a breakup, like somebody being single now or somebody needing to be single now. This could be part of like that internal conflict. Okay, let's see what Geminis need to know about the Two of Air. What is this Two of Air about? Okay, the Six of Wands. Yeah, finding that balance, finding that middle ground, finding the balance within yourself is going to bring you victory. It is going to I mean, not only bring like an inner satisfaction and relief, but I feel like it's going to really help to move you into some new directions that are trying to be forged here for you. So yeah, I mean, I'm saying like I would really try to like quiet the mind, meditate, like spend some time out in nature or do things that are like relaxing, to kind of clear your mind and get yourself more in line and in balance, because I think that that's really going to serve you well in the month of June. So what is this 10 of water about for Geminis? Okay, yeah, exactly what I was saying. Like, kind of maybe even taking some time away from certain situations that are stressful, away from people, spending some time just like with yourself, and doing it in a way that's relaxing, enjoying the time that you're spending in solitude. And just really, I feel like that is going to help bring a lot of like clarity, balance, and fulfillment into your life. But the challenge is just kind of getting you there. You have to find ways to get rid of this inner conflict and to find the peace within yourself. And I think once you do that, it's going to make everything else much easier for you here in the month of June. So let me see, what should I, let me see, what is this, five of fire and 9 of pentacles? Can I have one more card for the 5 of fire and 9 of pentacles? Okay, yeah. This is just coming, I feel like this is just bringing that duality back into wholeness and back into balance. Like, quit fighting yourself. You're literally like battling yourself here, and it needs to come together into wholeness, into balance. And for some of you guys, I'm feeling like you may need to ground yourself. You may need to like spend some time outside, like get like hands-on with nature. You know, for some of you guys, I feel like that you could be dealing even with like a soulmate or like twin flame type of a relationship here, where there has been an ending or there needs to be a separation. And this is really causing you to do like some internal work here, a lot of integration. But I do see that like through the month of June, like you're working your way through this. I mean, towards the end, you've got like new beginnings, victory, fulfillment here. It's just kind of like the figuring out how to bring this balance, in. All right, so let's see what other messages we can get for Geminis for June 2019. What other messages do Geminis need to know for June? Ooh. Okay, we have the Wheel. New beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. So yeah, I feel like there is a major shift. There's a major like path or new direction that is being kind of forged for you. And what's happening is I feel like some of you are resisting it. Some of you have fear, about going into this new direction, because it's never been maybe traveled before. Maybe it's nothing that you've ever done before. And so you're having a hard time letting go of the old way and going into the new way. But I'm saying that this is going to happen regardless. So it would be easier for you to kind of try and get in the flow with it rather than trying to resist it and fight it. Because the wheel is turning, changes are happening, new directions and new paths are being created for you. And then under the deck, we have stand up for what you believe in, have confidence, and claim your personal power. So most definitely, I feel like there could definitely be some negative self-talk, some low self-esteem. It's like you've almost given your power up to these negative thought patterns or these negative beliefs. You've given your power up to this tug of war going on within yourself, and you need to claim your personal power back and have confidence in where you're going and what you're doing, and kind of like leave this toxicity behind. All right, so let's see what other messages we can get for Gemini. One more message for Gemini for June 2019. One more message for Gemini. I have two here. Okay, so delight and nature. So again, like try and spend time out in nature, try to ground yourself. Nature, this says ground yourself, find a sanctuary in nature, connect with the elements. So, really try and spend some time outside, interacting with nature in some way. And I do pick up nature in this card as well. This card says delight. Count your blessings and enjoy life. Take pleasure in the simple things. Always expect the best. And I feel like like here at the beginning, you're not expecting the best. You're expecting the worst. And that's the thought pattern that needs to change. And this is saying to even take pleasure in the very simple little things in life. Even just spending time outside in nature and enjoying, the sunlight, or the warm weather, or looking at the wildlife, and really taking pleasure in those little things that we're given, that we kind of take for granted. Really finding things to be grateful for, and finding things that you enjoy within life. I would say for some of you guys, it might be a good exercise to even, every day write down like 5 to 10 things that you were grateful for within that day. Like that definitely could help you to change the mindset that you are currently in. And it can put you into a more positive frame of mind. Even if like you're not really feeling it, if you just stay consistent with it and do it for like a week or two, you'll definitely see a shift within your energy here. So Gemini, I hope that these messages helped you, and I will see you soon. Take care.